Hello there, doctors. Ever wonder how you can get reviews for your practice? Because there is an art and a strategy on how to get your five-star reviews from your patient. They will be glad to do it. And so today we're going to dive deep into that. I'm Dr. Ann Truong, and I have built several businesses that are over seven figures online. And we're going to show you our strategy on how to get online reviews.
All right. Yeah, that's the lifeblood of any business, right? I know that I go to establishments based upon the reviews on the restaurants. If I see a 1-star, 2-star review on in there, I'm not probably going to go into that on in there. Now, I do think that can you get all 5-star reviews? Even then, sometimes they say, I don't want any bad reviews. Every now and then, it's okay on it because it's just you always want to get better at what you're doing. Sometimes if you get all 5-star reviews, people think that's fake. So really, obviously, you want authentic, honest reviews, and just makes you a better business person.
And the reason why reviews are important because they get published on Google, and unfortunately, it builds a trust, right? Because if I was going to go to a restaurant that has 5 reviews versus a restaurant that has 300 reviews and have more five-star review, I would tend to go to the one with 300 reviews. I know this hurts doctors. Sometimes I hear doctors say, well, I got a 1-star review because a patient was upset about their balance and so forth. That's really out of our control. But honestly, when you get a 1-star review, just don't worry about it. Respond in a neutral manner and always ask them, hey, we are sorry that you have not a pleasant experience. How can we make it a better experience? Please contact the office. It's really your response is not to the person that write that review. Your response is to show other viewers that you care and that that's not how bad things happen and that you're willing to work with them. And that is one of the strategies. And another strategy too is to have AI do a response. And I do that all the time where if I have, not all the time, we did have a bad review and we copy what the bad review says. And I asked ChatGPT to help me with the response that is neutral, but yet professional, but yet build trust. So it's really not to the person that wrote it. It's really for other people to see. That's why we built in our Dr. Boss CRM system an AI that actually monitor any reviews you have in your business and respond to it within 15 minutes. In my business before AI, we would have a review, 5-star or 1-star. And sometimes we're so busy in our business, we forget to respond to it. It will be like a month before we even respond to it. And that doesn't look good. And Google actually will give you bonus points if you respond to reviews in prompt manner. And I think a prompt manner is within 24 hours. And so there is an AI in our Dr. Boss CRM that detects reviews and respond to it to reviews the way that you train it to be. So doctor, if you get a bad review, I know that we all want to help our patients and it's not intentional and it's not meant for you personally. And but I know it's hard. I've had bad reviews as well. But what you do is you respond to it and also get more positive review, 5-star reviews, and bury that negative review to the bottom. So that way, whoever land on your Google My Business online won't see that unless it's totally verbally abusive. And that's kind of like a vague line.
Everything you said, I 100% agree with. Again, I want to stress that one point that when you respond to a review, it's not for that particular person. It's other people seeing how you responded to that review. If you ignore it, or even worse, if you respond in like a threatening, poor, or being aggressive, there. I used to run a reputation management company for several years, and
I didn't know that.
yeah, the doctors would be like, "I'm going to get them. I'm going to sue them." That's not the way that you want to respond. This is before AI, and I said, well, if you're doing it yourself, take a breath. If you see it, wait till the next day. Nothing good happens when you immediately respond to something like that. Now we have AI that can help soften the blow on that. But if you get a bad review, and even with good reviews, you should try to respond to every single one. Because again, it's your potential customers that are, or potential patients are going to be seeing how you respond to review. And I've actually seen where I've had a patient come in and he said, I came in because I saw like a 2-star review on something, and it was addressed to like the front desk person. We had talked to that person, and that was inappropriate. We had some training to do it, and we now feel that we can offer that. And he really appreciated that we saw that there was something that was wrong in our business. How he was greeted was a bit gruff, and we saw that that was a problem, and then we changed it, and they appreciated it, and they ended up becoming a lifelong patient.
That's absolutely a good story. And we have seen that in our business as well because patients are reasonable. They know you can't please everybody, and you're going to have people that will not be happy. Even three-star Michelin restaurant have bad reviews as well. So you can't please everybody, but they want to see that you care and that you respond. It's almost like they just want to know that you hear the customer as well. So reviews are important. So try to get as much review as you can. And when we talk to the doctors that we coach, it's always been a little hard for them to get reviews, especially when you have a brick and mortar office. And the best time to get a good review is when they come back to see you and they're doing great. If they come back to see you and say, oh, my pain is 50% better now, I can walk better now. And so you see them for a follow up. This is what I recommend that you said, you know what, I would really appreciate if you can give us a review, because not only will this help me to help other people, but it'll also help other people that are suffering from the same condition as you are. And they know that there is an alternative for them at this point. So you ask from the base from you, but also that they can help other people in their same, will be more inclined to do that because they want to help others as well. But you want to strategically ask that right when they come back and they do well. And with our Dr. Boss CRM system, you can literally go on your phone and find their name and push a button that says send review, and it will be text to them on their phone and or email as well. That way they can put the reviews right in the office, and so that way they don't forget. So when you ask patients to do a review and they leave the office, they'll forget because they'll end up doing 100 different things and then they'll forget. So ask that in the office, send them the link in the office, and try to have them do it in the office. And then we always send them a thank you card for their effort. So we always want to make it genuine. I personalize it and send it as well. Now, listen, I work with men with erectile dysfunction, right? It's a very personal thing, but we get men do reviews for us as well as do video testimonials. Now, video testimonials are even a harder ask than even a written review. We have a ton of video testimonials because why? I do it exactly what I just said. Right when they have a win, and then I take out my phone. I literally just film it straight from my phone. And I said, talk as if you're talking to me. So if you're getting a video testimonials, this is the thing you should include. This is the framework. To have the patient tell their first name only, their age, what did they come to see you for, right? What improvement did they see with working with you, and what improvement or transformation, and then would they recommend 5 things. And what I do is I literally will write it down on a piece of paper, and I have it behind the wall behind me, and I'm sitting in front of them, just filming like this. And they look at that piece of paper with like your name, your age, what the problem you went to see Dr. Truong for, what would the result, and would you recommend? Boom, boom, boom. They just read through that, and it can be done literally in a minute. You want to keep a testimony less, like a minute or less, because people attention span, they can't watch anything more than that. But if you can get a video testimonial, that's even more powerful than a review.
Yeah, just to add on that too, every person in your staff should be asking for a review, from the front desk person to your nurse practitioner to yourself on there. And we have a very simple statement for them as well. Is like, just like you said, you want them when they're their happiest on in there. And we tell them, hey, could you do us a favor? There are a lot of people who have this. As the best marketing for us is word of mouth. We're a small company. We don't have a big marketing budget. Could you just send us a quick shout out about your experience on in there? And then I'll either have in our front desk, we actually have a sign with a QR code that goes straight to the link for the review, or we just have the staff just, hey, can I just text you the link to it? And again, mentioning, we talked in a previous episode about the importance of having keywords on in there. Same thing is what type of procedure do they have, what type of condition you have. I even mentioned what area are they from. If they're comfortable doing this, these are the kind of things that you would want, because you want to have that keyword local SEO part, and reviews can help with that as well. So you have to really tell them what to say to make a great review, but that's going to help you attract more patients.
Absolutely. The words that Mike you asked is you should copy this down word for word. I think sometimes what I see the challenges are is that the staff are not comfortable in asking for review. You may not be comfortable asking for reviews. So we just giving you some script to follow and have regular meeting with your staff on this. And once a week, maybe just for the day, just do a quick huddle on the day and say, hey, we have this patient coming in. We probably want to ask a review from this patient. I do morning huddles every day with my staff on what to expect for the day to get them ready and just be prepared to ask them. And we have gotten a lot of reviews that way. And the video review, do it on the spot. Don't wait for them to say, well, I'll send you the review when I get home. I'll do a video. That's too much to ask. The people will get distracted. So I try to get it right on the spot, get it done. It will take you just a couple minutes to do. And then you have something that you can put on your website. You can also put it in your social media. Also, make them sign a disclaimer as well. So we actually have a media release. What I'll do is I'll put it in the show note for photography and video testimonial media release. Is generic, and you can just customize it to your practice. So make sure that anyone that do a testimony for you sign this. Mike, do you have that in your practice as well, too?
Yeah, we do when they initially sign up as a patient. I just wanted to add on to what you said. We also, in our clinics, we have a little bit of, I think there's nothing wrong with a little friendly competition. So sometimes what we do is we'll have certain months where I'll blatantly say like, hey, competitor X has like 58 reviews. We have 14. So we're really trying to push it on here. And if you could go out to reviews, and even I'm okay with like, hey, tell the person writing a review, hey, if you wouldn't mind that you had a great experience with me, Jane. I'm the esthetician, you know. And then what we do is for that month, we'll have a little friendly competition among our staff who can get the most reviews. And it's not something like big. Maybe it's like a dinner for two, or maybe a Target gift card or something like that. They really incentivize. And you guys know how the importance of each quality review that you get. It's kind of a fun little way that we do. Nothing too cutthroat or aggressive. They're just trying to get reviews. So you want to also empower your staff to do it as well. And if they need a little push that way, I think it's worth its weight in gold.
Absolutely. We all need some type of incentive to do something, and just a dinner for two. And some staff doesn't. Maybe I should incentivize them. We just do that as our daily SOPs at this time. But I treat my staff very well. So yeah, when they don't work all 40 hours, we take care of them. And I go away a lot and I take care of them as well, because you take care of your staff, they'll take care of you. And so I always show appreciation for them. So Mike and I have busy practice. This is exactly what we do. You can get video testimonials. You should do it. You don't need fancy equipment. Just use your phone, and then you don't even need to edit it. We don't edit any of our testimonials hardly. And then load that into your website. You have a WordPress website that's easy to do. And you can use Loom, or you can use Wistia to store the videos in there. Those are very low price to store videos. At Loom, I don't think even have a limit on how much video you can store. That's what I use to store all of our videos. What do you guys do for your practice?
Storing videos is what you're
Yeah.
referring to?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we just have like our local servers on doing it. I think the important thing on videos is to be able to use it for not only like your website, even like written reviews. It shouldn't just be confined to Google reviews or to Yelp reviews. You can take the videos, you can take the text of that and put it on your website. The more complete you can be, the better. I think if you had like satisfied customer in the response of doing it, if the patient is comfortable in putting their name or their initials, so we have those disclaimers to allow them to do it, make sure you utilize all of the different reviews. And another way that you can get reviews, and this often comes up on patients say, well, I just want to pay for reviews, or I want to give them something free, like a free B12 shot or a thing like that. Sounds innocuous. It's against a lot of the guidelines on incentivizing reviews, Yelp or Google. We found out one way that you can do it that so far has been accepted is we do a raffle. Let's say we're pushing next month, we want to push reviews. We tell them that on our sign is, hey, give us a review and you'll be entered into a drawing for a $50 or $100 gift certificate. So far, we found out that's been okay with the Google and the Yelp. If things change, we'll let you know. But that is a great way of getting reviews. If you're not specifically, quote, buying reviews for them, you're simply entering them into a raffle or drawing. And you will get people incentivized to get that gift card.
And how much is your gift card?
It's like $100. We do like a $50 or $100. People love to get stuff like this. And then what does that lead for you? That's going to lead for you to get more business for them. I give them $100. You're giving them $100 to spend in your practice.
Yeah, think of it as your marketing cost, your investment in your practice. Okay, so I think that's a great idea. We don't do that now, and just get $100 gift tip or even a Visa card, so they can go anywhere they want.
I like them to spend money with me though, and they want because again, you're getting them when they're having a great experience. They want to tell their friends about it, and they appreciate a lot of patients. Patients are really cool, especially if you've got a small business. They understand in this economy, you're marketing against some big companies out there with big pockets. And we just say, hey, we're just a small clinic and we want to keep providing. And if anything you could do to spread the word could really help us out.
Yeah. And if you ask like that in that way, your patient will help you because they want to help. People sometimes do things to help others more than help themselves, more of a driver than to help themselves. So having said that, that was a lot of gold nugget that we have given in today's episode. I hope that it is useful for you. And if you find this valuable, check out our doctorsonlinesuccess.com is a free school community where we have doctors that want to make impact online in there. And we put a lot of free resources in there, such as courses and guides on how you can get seen, be visible online, and so that way you can grow your business. Just know that we are now in 2025, and if you're not online, you're invisible. And we have to adapt because you don't adapt, you will not be able to survive now with AI and with everything that is changing in this world right now. And it doesn't take that much. And that's why we're here as a resource for you. So I hope you enjoyed the episode and we will see you in the next episode.